very good day. As what YE said over there, I totally agree. It is very much the reason why it is good is because it's a Friday. And Friday normally has this psychological impact on us. All of us tend to be a little bit happier on Friday. Okay, and that's good. Now, for today's session, we are going to look into email and telephone etiquette. This will be done by Shalini and myself. I will do the session on phone etiquette first from 10 to noon, 12. And then there's going to be a lunch break from 12 to 2. All right. And then from then, it's going to be 2 to 4. And Shalini will come in to continue. All right. So the links will be exactly the same. What Hazim will do is upon completion of my session in the morning, we will leave everything on. He will put on mute, switch off the camera, but the whole virtual session will still be on. All right, because it's a Friday, he will be off to his religious commitments, and then I have an afternoon meeting. So what's going to happen is this whole session will be maintained, and you all go for your lunch, come back, same link, and just come back to the same place again, and then Shalini will start off. All right, very good, good. Okay, I'm so happy that all of you are here today. Today, I'm going to share with you basically key aspects of the telephone etiquette and how important the telephone is. Now, in today's environment, when we look at our customers are very unique. Okay, our customers will need to communicate. Our customers are unique in such that every individual will have different requirements, and our customers will need information for them to make decision. Now, the process of making decision is a process that requires thought. Is there a question? Sorry. Now, I think the first thing we need to understand is when the customers communicate with us, there is something that they want. So we need to understand the problem. The problem is actually a discrepancy between the current state and the actual state that they want to be in. That is the word problem. Now, problem doesn't mean masalah negative. It could be positive also. So that is a problem. So when the customer communicates with us, there must be a problem that they have. That is why they communicate with us. A problem could be a problem of inquiring about programs, a problem about speaking to their son or daughter because they tried the mobile phone but no answer of the son and daughter. A problem could be opportunity to do business with us because this big company has $10 million to spend on research, and they heard that UOW is such a big university and such a growing institution that they want to give us money and they want us to do research. So all of these are regarded as problem in inverted commas. So when they have this problem, they will then communicate with us. So how do they communicate? There are many key methods of communication. All right. Communication is a process of getting the message through. Currently, I'm communicating with you all through different aspects. One is I'm using oral, sound, I'm speaking, and two, visual. So if you look at my visual cues, I'm a very visual person, my hands non-stop one, okay? But you will see that my hand movement does emphasize certain key aspects. So when I say key aspects, you see I'm pointing means there is a certain importance to it. So these are called communication cues that we go through. Now, when for our customers, basically they will use certain key tools to communicate with us. The most usual one will be the telephone. They will take up the phone, they will key in the number, and they will speak to a representative of the institution. By doing so, they are hoping to solve the problem that they have. Another very popular or common way today is the usage of email. All right, email is also a very, very important method. And if I am not wrong, it has even surpassed the number of contacts that we get from the phone. And now, not only do we look at email, we look at instant chats also. Instant chats are those portals where customers can immediately communicate with us. I'm interested in a hospitality program. Can you explain further? See, immediate. Now, the reason why these kind of processes have gone and is gaining in popularity is because we need to understand our customer. Our customer has evolved from 30, 40 years ago to where they are today. 30 years ago, customers are a little bit more patient. When you want information, you call or you write a letter. You are patient to wait for 3 to 4 days for a reply to come in. That is called writing a letter, right? Now, I mean, many of us, I believe, we have written letters. How many of you have pen friends or pen pals? Pen pals. Have you all heard of this thing called pen pals? I believe you have, right? How many of you had a pen pal that is from overseas? I did. Yes, yes, one. Okay. Yes, I did too. Long time ago, Stephanie. Yes, it tells about our age. Huh? Yes, me too. I used to have pen pals. So what we do is we write to them. So when you write to them, the process, maybe 5-6 days overseas, it takes time for that person to reply, and it comes back easily 2 to 3 weeks for you to get a reply. But when you receive the letter, it is such an excitement, okay? But today things have changed. Today is called the generation of instant gratification. Instant gratification is the understanding that a lot of our customers want it today and now, okay? Today and now. So when they have something in their mind, they have a problem. So what they want is immediate gratification. So they will do blitzing. Blitzing is writing to many different institutions, places, communicating with them, and waiting for the results. And they want it fast. So those who reply fast and accurately have a higher chance of success. Okay, so today's journey that we are going to look at today, I'm not going to talk specifically on how to answer phone. I will touch on that. But I'm going to go back to the concept of what a customer is. What does a customer demand? What does the customer want? Then once you understand the behavior of the customer, then you'll be able to understand the importance of the telephone and also email and instant messaging. Because all of these processes here will give us the opportunity for students to have the first step into us. Okay, we want the first step for the customer to communicate with us, then only we have a chance of success. Because if the customer doesn't even communicate with us, then there is zero chance of success. At least when they start communicating, there is a possibility. All right? It is like when you walk past a store, a shop, you do window shopping, you look in. Okay? The company gets nothing from you. But once you walk in, even though you're doing window shopping, you just walk in, you just want to browse, the normal browsing. What happens then is there is already a potential to be a paying customer. You have a potential. So it now comes down to the company or the store to convince you that you need the product. But if you don't walk in, there is no opportunity to convince. You understand? So that is how important the initial communication is. All right? That is how important it is. All right? So that is what our journey is going to be today. It will be roughly an hour 45. I will make it as light as possible. And I will use quite a lot of hospitality concepts. All right? Hospitality theory and concepts, and also marketing areas. Okay? Here we go. Hello, that's all of you enjoying a Friday morning, and it is a Friday, so you all know that it's going to be fun because the Saturday and Sunday is coming. Okay. Okay, so today's learning outcome, today's LO, of course, must have some learning outcome. So for the morning, today's learning outcome is the customer behavior. We are going to talk about the customer itself. We are going to look at the concept of the product. Very important. I always find there's no point convincing you all about how to answer phone well or so on if you don't understand the general concept of the product, what we are selling, and how important every time when you pick up the phone, how important is it? Because how you represent the whole product. Okay, how you represent the product. That's why I see here, if you look at most of you over here, I believe Gauri answers quite a lot of phone from the outside. So do you know that she is bringing in students, the key person, because she is the first contact that any customer will know about UOW. The way she answers, the way she approaches, the speed and the accuracy of her duty will determine the success of how we will be seen in the eyes of the customer. Hi, Lian. Nice to see you. Okay. Good morning.
Sorry,
right.
I don't know my camera.
You can, no worries.
It's okay, it's okay. Thank you.
All right. Then we are going to look into describe the importance of the moment of truth. I find the moment of truth critical over there when answering phone calls, and to apply proper phone answering techniques, certain key techniques or behaviors that we could look into to ensure that we are able to, in a way, communicate and get our customers more accurately. All right. Okay. Good. Now, so I think the first thing we need to look at here is who are our customers when we look at the whole context of us as an institution. So our customers here can make up of two key types of customers. On my left, we have the actual or current customers. Actual or current customers are what you call our students. Our students or people who are working with us currently, our sponsors, our suppliers, and so on. These are called our current customers, actual or current. Then on my right, we have the potential. Potential are those that can be our actual customer, but they are not at the moment. All right, they are not at the moment. So it could be people inquiring, all right, and it could be also parents walking in with their kid. It could be also companies that are planning to do sponsorship. Okay, now please take note, companies do sponsorship. They actually want to sponsor because they may want you to do research for them and so on. All right, like a hospitality school here at UG, they are sponsored by Jasmine Rice, Tifal, and so on. Why do you think this is? Because companies like to work with institutions also. Because when you look at institutions, they will be the future chefs or the future decision makers. So if these people during their learning already have been involved or exposed to these kind of brands, Jasmine Rice, Tifal, Nestle, Unilever, and so on, next time when they are decision makers, when they want to buy similar things, this thing ring in their mind because they know these are good products. So companies want to be our sponsors also. So when you look at things such as like, we look at things such as the actual customer. So if I'm going to ask you a question here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you can key into the chat here. What do I want? If I'm an actual customer, I'm a student or a sponsor, or what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Okay, if I am to call or if I'm to email, what are the things that I want? Come on, just share it in the chat. Don't worry. What do you think I am asking for? Person in charge and info, correct? What kind of info? All right, what do you want? Information, okay. Information can be on things such as like what? Price, yes. Price, information, discounts, yes, of course. Everybody loves discounts. Come on, you got, all of you are just thinking on the marketing side. Fees, duration of study, very good. Some more. Programs, very good. Results, yes. Students very kanchong about results one, especially lecturing team, yes. Career prospect, yes. Program related, very program related, you are correct. But we are also looking at things such as like results. We are also looking at things such as like exam schedules, pass rates, and so on. So when you look at it, there are so much areas that a current customer will want. All right, and some of it will make them very anxious. So when they call, what challenges do I face? When I call, what challenges do I face when I communicate with an organization? What do you think as an actual current student? Actual or current customer, what challenges do I face? So what do you want? When people who want results, they want fast, right? Not they want fast. Okay. To know exactly, especially fees also. I like that, fees, because I need to prepare. Don't forget, certain of these parents or students, they need to source for the money. So they need to know the exact amount. All right. So they need accurate, timely information. All right. Accurate, timely information. And we need to understand every individual will have different stress level. Stress is basically the feeling of anxiety of a particular aspect. Students, no, all of us have different kind of stress. Some students higher stress level because a lot is put on their shoulder. Parents told them, boy, I'm spending a lot of money for you to study, so you better do well, stress higher. Certain students, parents, a lot of money, less stress. Maybe, I'm just saying. So we need to understand, we cannot assume that a person's inquiry is not important. Okay, if a person asks inquiry, I need to know, some are working to working on self-support. If a student calls and says that, hey, I need to know my fees, can you it's a Friday, okay, just picture it's a Friday, it is 4 o'clock, students call the main line, excuse me, miss, I'm from the business school, I need to know my fees for my next semester, I need it urgently, can you please help me? Now, it's 4:30 on a Friday. Then you assume, saya sudah mau balik. It's Friday, man. Party time today. Fees not important lah. Later the student can know. All right? Because it's only mid-semester, ma. Why worry? Now, we think it is mid-semester. Student already stressed. Why? This student may need to borrow money, this student's stress is different. Stress is different. The level of stress for individuals are very different. So we, as service providers, should never assume that the stress of the student is similar to all. Okay? Like asking for results. We understand results are not out yet. Results are being sent. Sometimes you say, hey, go and check online, go. Or something like that. But we need to understand also what stress that the student is having. Okay, that is very good. Next, what we have is potential customers. What do potential customers want? Many of you have already answered. Things such as like program structure, what do you call that, fees, whether we are doing physical classes or not, and so on and so on. Okay, but you mustn't also forget, as I told you about sponsors, some of these potential customers want to give us business. They are not students. They want to give us business by saying that, can you do corporate training for me? Number one. My company wants to sponsor on this product. Are you all willing to take our sponsorship? Number two. Okay, so they are giving. So we must understand these are also potential customers for us. Okay, these are potential customers for us. So this is where I want to emphasize. Every call that comes in has key value to it. Key value, all right? There is a value proposition to every call that comes in, okay? Now, so when we look into this itself, it is important for us to look at our product, all right? We need to look at the 4 P's, the marketing mix that makes us unique. All right, so now this is a little bit theoretical over here, but I need to stress because this will give you a strong emphasis on why it is so important when we answer the call. Now, if you look in marketing theory always have this marketing mix, the 4 P's of the marketing mix. This marketing mix theory was developed quite a few years ago, and it stresses that every I would say company or service that is being provided can be evaluated from these 4 key aspects. That is why it's called the marketing mix. It starts off with the product. So it's called product differentiation. My product versus your product. Me versus tailors. Both of us are educators. Both of us are education providers. So we as a product, tailors as a product. What is a differentiating factor? Generally, all of us are very similar, because all our products have met MQA full accreditation, thus it meets a certain standard. So we are very similar, okay, generally. Price, what are our pricing strategies? If all product varieties are the same and pricing is a differentiating factor, we are so low, customers will come to us. But we are not, we cannot be the lowest. Correct? There is going to be a balance that needs to be met. So price is a second key factor over there that many of you and me cannot control. Me and you cannot control, all right? Because those things are set. We cannot say that today we are going to reduce the price, tomorrow we are going to increase and so on. So price is a second differentiating factor between us and our competitors. So generally we are quite similar. Promotion, the way that we promote our product can be another differentiating factor. Tailors product similar as ours, price similar as ours, but the way Taylor's promotes it, they have a lot of sales promotion. They a lot of, in a way, push elements to bring the customer in, and then pull elements also to give discounts to make the customer buy. So those are promotional aspects. Also beyond our control many times. These are strategic decisions. At the end of the day, it is still quite similar between all the players. No one player will just give 90% off or 80% off. All right, so we will play our own game in a very similar factor. And then we have place. Place under the 4 P's over here is where we buy our product. Okay, so Taylor's is in their Lakeside. Us over here, we're in Glenmarie. Generally, both sides has its pros and cons. Traffic, this, that, and whatnot. Taylor's now having online programs. We also have online. So the online environment also becomes a distributional location for us. So we are very similar. All right. So generally, if you look at the marketing mix over here, we and the big boys are very similar. Generally, there are pros and cons, differences in prices and whatnot, which is very true. But overall, we are providing quality education. Now, what has happened is over in the past 20 years, there was an emphasis where the market was changing and people and the researchers were looking at it in such a way that these 4 P's are no more sufficient. They are no more sufficient because they find that when you evaluate 2 different products or services, just looking at the product, the price, the promotion, and the place is not enough as differentiating factors. So what they did was they came up with another 3 key aspects, which is critical over here. All right, people, processes, and physical evidence. All right, processes is the way that things are being done. Okay, how efficient the whole process of getting things done. That is called processes. All right, the way that it is. All right. Physical evidence, the whole aspect on the look and the feel of the establishment itself. Look at our campuses is also. And they have come out that the people, you and me, are key factors, differentiating factors that will push on one establishment's strength over the other. The people. The people, as I highlighted red over there, will be you and me. The way that Gauri answers, I'm using Gauri as an example. Gauri, don't worry, yeah, okay, yeah. The way that she answers the call, the phone, she is people, I hope. Yeah, she is, definitely. And the way that she does her work, the way that she approaches, the way that she handles the calls will be a differentiating factor. Okay, because if all else are the same, okay, then this will differentiate us from our competitors. Now, many of you are also the same. Have you all, let me ask you a question over here. Have you gone back to a particular restaurant, a particular mamak stall, or a particular shop that may not be the cheapest, nor were the food the best, but you always go back there because of the service that you receive? Certain mamak stalls I used to go, when I sit down, automatically my teh tarik on the table. No need to order one. He see my face, he know I want teh tarik. When I go to, very frequent, I go to Petaling Street, Chinatown. All right, every Saturday morning, you see me there. Madras Lane, let me recommend to you all. You go to Madras Lane, Petaling Street, best curry noodles ever. All right, best curry noodles. Very nice. I go there, the auntie look at me, she said, she already point finger up immediately. Now, if you look at it, is it more expensive than the others? Yes, it is. But why do I go back? The service that is rendered. And is it the best curry noodles ever, everywhere? I don't know because I haven't eaten all. But I am so happy to go back there because of the kamchingness lah, or the friendship that I have with that auntie over there and the uncle. Okay, so this is the general concept about the importance of the people element when we look at the marketing mix. Price cannot compete. We cannot just reduce price. Discount cannot. Can we say Glenmarie not nice? Let's then shift to Kuala Lumpur, Jalan Raja Chulan. Cannot. It's fixed. So how do we differentiate? One key aspect is the people. The way that we do our work, the way that we understand, the way that we approach, the way that we answer our calls, the way that we represent the organization will be the differentiating factor. All right. That is what I want to stress. All right. So once we understand the key concept over there, it gives us a better idea. So when we talk about the people, then it's good for me to go on. Okay. So what are people? People are people, the key definition here is consumers make judgment and delivery perception on the service based on the employees they interact with. Recall, Gauri is very efficient, very fast, immediately answers, immediately, okay, sir, no problem, let me then handle. The professional nature and the way that she answers the call, he or she in the reception, gives an impression to the customer, hey, this organization must be good lah. Must be good. Wow, good lah. You see? I think many of you have also experienced the same thing. When you experience that initial positive experience, and then it gives you the impact, this must be good. Then, of course, all of us play a role. All of us lecturers and teachers play a role. No point for Gauri to do her best, bring the customer in. Lecturer always miss class, never on time. This one tak boleh lah. Alright, this one totally tak boleh lah. So everybody needs to play. But the initial one is very important because that one pulls in. Alright, that is why to pull in student, Gauri is more important than Prof. Yu lah, honestly. Alright, see, because she herself is so critical in being able to convince the customer to go to the next stage. Now, when I say she, I'm talking about all of us when we answer the call. All right. Sometimes certain customer, certain training, certain what do you call that? Corporate clients do come to me. They're looking at corporate training. The way I approach, the way I answer, the way I follow up will have an impact on whether the customer continue with us or not. Okay. So this is what it is. Consumers make judgment and delivery perception. Perception. Customers make perception. Perceive is the assumption of what you will get. That is called perception. You look, you perceive. It's like when we look at Mandarin Oriental, Kuala Lumpur, 5-star hotel, one of the best. Mandarin Oriental, Grand Hyatt, all these are big hotels. You look from the external facade, the building itself, it gives you perception. Wah, banyak besar, banyak cantik. Mesti baik punya service. Expensive lah, but you already have a perception. All right, a perception over there. You walk up, the bellman opens the door, greets you, welcome sir to the Mandarin Oriental. Your perception is already there. Must be good lah. Okay, because that is the first contact. So then the customer will want to continue to inquire more about it. Okay. Now, so you, big finger over there, you are the first contact for the prospective customer. Thus, you represent UOW Malaysia KDU. All of you represent UOW Malaysia KDU. That is why, for me, I find for customers that walk in, you know who's the most important person? Who's the most important? Let's say, look at our campus. Penang campus, I'm not so sure about how your design is, but in UG campus, let me ask my UG clients or friends. And ladies and gentlemen, who will be the most important? Who is the first contact in UG when a prospective customer come in? Guards, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Chunyin, marketing, security guards, yes, it's here's the guards. They come in, they scan. Guards, exactly. Do you know that the guards are the first point of contact? Customer walk in, scan, pass the guard. Normally, they will ask the first question, marketing department kat mana? Saya nak datang untuk inquiry and so on, right? Then the guard will channel. You know how important the image of the guard is? The way that the guard channels? It makes or break because they represent UOW Malaysia KDU. You may say, hey, Gabe, but these guards are external contractors. We hire the company. Yes, but they are the first contact. Number two, if the customers are walking in from the restaurant area in UG, not only do they meet the guard, many a times they also meet cleaners. Cleaners. Okay, so you see the cleaners cleaning, sweeping the floor, Parents will easily ask as they walk through, because this is new to them. This campus is new, and our campus also, in a way, very big. So they may ask, where can I go? I'm here to inquire. So the cleaner represents the customer, the institution. So look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Are we doing justice? Are we in a way communicating or training our cleaners and our guards well? They play a very big role. They are the first line of contact. All right. So for all of us here, if you're talking about telephone etiquette, phone etiquette, when we pick up the phone, we represent UOW Malaysia KDU. The way we speak, the way we approach, the way we address will immediately give the customer the image in their mind. Okay. So it's like this. You can call a Mercedes dealership if you're just curious about a Mercedes car. And then what happened is the feedback or the answer that you get is very abrupt and rude. You put it down. You won't think that outlet's fault. You will say Mercedes lousy service. Mercedes lousy service. Automatically, one outlet has stained the whole brand. It's like for us. Sometimes we have a bad experience in McDonald's. I have my share of bad experience in McDonald's, where the fries sometimes you get, you know, and all of us hate soggy fries. But in our mind, it's not McDonald's in Mid-Valley was bad. It's McDonald's lousy already the service. We paint a picture that it is bad. Okay, we paint the picture. Okay, so sometimes the bad experience that the customer get coming into UOW, to our campus, they paint the picture. UOW service no good. Padahal, hotel school is giving very good service. Every time parents come in, the hotel school will approach the parents, bring them to the cafe. Sir, sit down, make coffee for you. Let's do counseling for your student. Very good service. But because the first contact was already bad, they paint the picture then. All right, the brush covers the whole organization, and that is very dangerous. It is not dangerous if you have no competitors. You don't buy me, you cannot buy anywhere, fine, no problem. But the thing is, we have abundance of competitors. Competitors that are providing same, similar, or equated kind of programs than us. Business school, we have here, Taylor, Sunway, all also got now. Currently, there are 467 private institutions in Malaysia, 467, university colleges, and private institutions. And there are 20 public universities. Public universities also take private students now. So altogether, 467 plus 20, 487 players, academic players, education players, that are all looking at the same pie, Now, what is the pie? Every year, 560,000 SPM leavers. That is our main target. Not all 560,000 go to education, right? Not some of them cannot afford, some of them go overseas. So the market then shrinks. When the market shrinks, 487, we are all fighting for a smaller slice of the pie. Kecil saja. Small. How to compete? So we need to look at foreign students. We look at foreign students. But when we look at foreign students also, the numbers are not that positive also at times. So we need to see this is how important it is. Every student counts. Every opportunity counts. So why is this so? Because of the characteristics of service. What makes us unique? All right. Service itself, we are giving a service now, guys. We are giving a service. Education is a service. So I want to stress on this thing called intangibility. All right. That means service can't be seen, tasted, felt, heard, smelled before purchase. Actually, I want to stress on all four. So the first one is intangibility. So our service that we are giving, we cannot give a sample to our students to tell them it is good. We cannot say, hey, students, come join our diploma program. At the end of the program, if you're happy, you pay. You're not happy, you don't pay. Cannot lah. Okay, so because of our general aspect over there, it needs to be purchased. Then only they can experience. All right, so that is why we try our very best to give hints to our student that we are good. That is why Mitch is doing a lot of these activities of things such as like trial classes. Students come in for the trial class. Why? Let them sample. And for them to know that it is good, it is also the service that we give. Okay? Because we are intangible. 2, inseparable. Can't be separated from service provider. Our product cannot separate from the service provider to the service receiver. You cannot buy our product, keep it, and use tomorrow. You want to experience it, it must happen now itself. Okay, so sometimes the service provider, you all and me, we all need to be with the customer for things to take place. Okay, 3, variability. Quality depends on who provides them, when, where, and how. This is one I want to emphasize. Because when we pick up the call, we represent UOW Malaysia KDU. We have our good days, we have our bad days. Not all of us have good days every day. Okay. Sometimes we have bad days. Bad days, why? Boss marah. Rumah got problem. Kids don't want to eat. Kids are sick. You are worried. But when you pick up the phone or when you answer email, you cannot show your current feeling. That is where the challenge is. You got to make sure that things are done in a professional manner that represents the organization. It's not easy because we are human and human has ups and downs, okay? Peaks and valleys. But we have to make sure because service is variable depending on who provides it. Okay, so if it depends on who provides it, certain days it is good and bad, customers' experience also be very confused. Yesterday, I called receptionist very good. I tell my friend to call. My friend called horrible. Ayo, tell me, lousy lah, the service over there. I call, let me wait for 10 minutes. Nobody answer. Nobody take care of me. These kind of aspects. So we have to make sure that we make sure that we deliver the correct service, the correct level to our customers. And 4, perishability. Service cannot be kept. Okay. Today, I am teaching human resources. I can teach 50 in a class. The effort I teach 50 in a class, and if I teach 10 in the class, is the same, only a little bit different, mark paper a little bit different. But the whole lecturing is the same, 50 or 10. Okay, I cannot, if I can teach 50 and I teach 10 now, I cannot keep 40 for the next semester for me to teach 90. Because if my group is only 50, then it's going to be 50. So that is called perishability over here. That is another key characteristics of service that I want to stress, perishability. So we as frontliners, we need to make sure we bring in the correct customers. We bring in the customers so that when they take our program, we won't lose out on the perishable nature of our products itself. Okay, so we won't lose out. That is why sometimes discounting and promotions are used at certain times to make sure that we have the numbers. These are our strategies. But we as frontliners, when we are talking about phone and email etiquette, once we understand this, we understand that our product, January intake, if our goal is 200 students and we take in 100, we cannot say, hey, we keep our stock 100 for next semester. Cannot. It's burned already. Burn. Okay, so we need to make sure we can bring in as much customers as possible. This is very much due to the characteristic of our product. And as the product itself and how it involves all of us, when you look at our product, as you can see from the triangle over here, is divided into 3 key aspects. There is the core, facilitating, and supporting. Let me explain to you. When a customer comes to UOW Malaysia KDU, they are buying a product. So the core product that they are buying is knowledge and education. Knowledge. They are here to buy knowledge. They are not here to buy the experience sitting in the classroom. What they want at the end of the day is the knowledge and the whole experience of their learning itself. So that is the core product that we are giving them. The facilitating product is the product that is required for us to give that core product. For us to give knowledge, we need lecturers, we need rooms, we need library, we need labs, and so on. The supporting products are products that are there to give value to the facilitating products. So not only do we have lecturers, we have good lecturers. Not only do we have rooms, we have good and quality rooms. Not only do we have that got aircon, that are very good soundproof, and the library that we have very, very good books. So this is the trifecta of what a product is. Core, students are buying knowledge. Please take note. They are not buying my face, No, at the end of the day, they will forget me. But at the end of the day, they have that knowledge and experience from our institution. Core, facilitating and supporting. This is what makes us us. Okay, so we have good lecturers, we have good rooms, aircon, yes. Some of you are laughing, I know. All right, and then all of this make our product unique. But look at our product here compared to Taylor's, Sunway, Help, Uniten, and so on. Are we the same? Are we the same or not, guys? Are we the same in core, facilitating, and supporting? Yes or no? Over there, you also get knowledge. Over there, you got room also, right? You go to Taylor's, you get room also, right? Students study in a room. Got aircon or not? Got aircon also. The chair comfortable or not? Comfortable. Same, exactly the same. Okay, so if all of this is exactly the same, how do we, yes, I mean, generally almost the same, very simple. Of course, you may say, Gabe, the chair, ours blue, theirs red. Itu saya faham lah. Itu blue and red, itu lain sikit, but almost the same. So what differentiates us from them is called the augmented product. Augmented is the key aspect I want to stress over here. I'm going to, as you can see, this is the augmented product. Augmentation is the differentiating factor between us and them. When you answer the call in your good service, in your good approach, that is called the augmentation of the product. So when you give that professional service, that caring service, that aspect that you treat every customer with urgency, that is the differentiating factor. Now, am I saying Taylor's is not doing it? No. You try calling Taylor's, you try calling Sunway and see how fast they pick up. Not only fast, how professional they are. So we need to ask ourselves, if everybody is doing the same thing, how do we differentiate them? What aspect, how do we make sure that we are more special, that we are more unique than the others? That is called the augmented product. Okay, the augmented product is when the student calls you at 4:30 asking for result, and you know you want to go back to have party time already. But what you do is you tell the student, all right, let me look into it for you. Immediately you call the respective school, say this student is urgent, can you please call back? Make sure the school follows up, and then the student get what they want. That is augmentation. All right, you have gone beyond, because we all finish at 4, for example. We finish at 5, sorry, my time's a bit. Okay, so basically you are going beyond your normal call of duty. That is called augmentation. Okay, it is where when you walk, I still remember for us, we are in the I'm from the hospitality industry, so general aspect, if you see somebody getting a little bit lost, tourists outside your hotel looking at the map, before they come and ask you, you go and approach them. Excuse me, ma'am, are you having any problems? Okay, can I help you? All right, you approach. That is called augmentation. Why do they say that a lot of tourists like to come to Malaysia? They say, oh, we are very friendly, this and that. Yeah, Malaysian friendly to tourists only. You ask yourself, correct or not? If Malaysian get lost, you are lost forever one. All right, but if you're a tourist, you get lost, good service. Okay. Anyway, basically is we are generally we approach. We are very open. We go and help. That is called augmentation, and it gives us an impression. It's not that person that was good. Malaysia as a whole country gives good service. People are so friendly, Malaysia. Come on, guys, you know lah. We also know lah. Sometimes we get crap service also, right? All right, but augmentation, because Malaysia is a product. Malaysia is a product. Langkawi is a product. Mid Valley is a product. All these are products. It meets a certain need of a customer. What does the customer need? Relaxation, holiday, and so on. So let's go back to these product levels. Look at us. UOW Malaysia KDU. We are this purple part over here. This is what we are giving. We are spending a lot on this. We are spending a lot on this. We spend on aircon, maintenance, room, seating, chairs, all of this. Okay, but what really differentiates us is the argumentation, which I would like to stress from today to all of you. What you all do in the first line, you are the first liners, is critical. See, you look at this, the first line here. Customer here, my arrow, if they are not attracted to even go in to ask questions, no way they can experience our product over here. You can have the best product, you can have the best rooms or whatever, but if the customer has no faith in you, do not feel happy with you, you won't sell. You will have zero sales to it. Okay, so this is where the documentation is. And when the student gets a good experience in the service, with the parent have a good experience on the service, parents will tell their friends, hey, go and sign up in KDU lah. Okay, actual feedback from certain heads of schools who have came and told me during our discussion, hey, Gabe, do you know that I got students who are transferred in from other schools, other institutions, and they say they like UOW. Why? So easy to speak to the lecturers. Other places are so difficult to speak to the lecturers. Must make appointment lah, this and that lah, so rigid. Here there is this environment, the environment of openness. That is documentation. That is documentation. Okay, that is the lecturer going all out to handle, to assist the student. Okay. So elements that enhance positioning and create augmented products. What are these key elements that we look into on augmentation? One, atmosphere, the atmosphere. Nice atmosphere, nice classroom atmosphere, that's called augmentation. Students love to go to a particular lecturer's class. Why? Fun, because it is you learn and then there's a fun environment to it. Customer interaction with other customers, that is augmentation. Customer interact with students, customer co-production, customer producers, part of the service, and especially highlighted over there, customer interaction with service delivery system. Customers' interaction with us, we are the service delivery system. And this is a critical aspect in augmentation. Okay, so one thing that if you can only take back one thing at the end of my session today, this is what I want you all to put in your mind. To augment product, that you are the key product itself. Your behavior, your output, your way of delivery is the differentiating factor between we and our competitors. Because generally, our products are similar. Similar. Okay. I like to give the example of car dealerships. I like cars, and I sometimes, you know, even though I can't afford it, I like to knock on premium car dealerships just to walk in to look at the cars and see the service. One car company that I will always remember that is beyond expectation and makes me feel really, really welcome is Lexus. Not Mercedes, not BMW, and so on. It's Lexus. BMW, Mercedes, all you expect good service. Lexus is roughly similar, but Lexus gives beyond what is expected. The way that they approach, the way that they treat you equally. On weekends, I don't wear long pants, jeans, office pants, and so on. I normally wear shorts, Bermuda. Sometimes I go Tesco, do sundry shopping and whatnot. Then after that, I drop by lah. So I could be my shorts and you know, and so on. And the way that they approach, sir, can I help you? Ask for your name, and then they remember your name. Okay, it reminds me of the number 2, another airline that I will never forget. ANA, All Nippon Airways. I go Japan quite often. Previously, now no more already. Dare not go, scared. Kiasi. Okay, so I fly ANA. Why do I find them good? I fly economy only. I'm cheapskate. Cannot afford business class, first class. The stewardess can remember my name in economy class. Mr. Lau, here, I ordered a drink, you press the button, can I have an orange juice? She comes back and she tells me, Mr. Lau, your orange juice. In economy, guys. Definitely she did not remember everybody's name, but she took the initiative when she was taking the orange juice to look at the list to find out my name is Mr. Lau. Yes, ANA, please go, guys, try. ANA, All Nippon Airways, blue color one. Very good. Okay, I fly economy only, all the way. Yes. This is called, she doesn't know. I don't think she likes me. It doesn't work that way. All right. But that is what it is. That is called customer interaction with the service delivery system. Customer interaction. Did she need to spend more money doing it? No need. All of them got the list. You know why they need to have the list on who sits? Just in case the plane crash, they know where Mr. Lau sat. And if that one is empty, that place is disappeared, then you know I've already flew away already. This is what it is. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take back that examples. And it is not only me. All of you have experienced the same thing before also. All right? All right, all of you have experienced the same thing before. All right, in your daily life, in your experiences in traveling in certain restaurants that you've gone in, you would have good service, and you said to yourself, "I want to come back here." This is what we want our customers to feel also. Okay, so now we understand what makes this product. Why is the product so unique? Why do we, all of you here are part of the product? I'm going to then stress on the next thing called the moment of truth. The moment of truth, as the sentence speaks for itself, is the time where the customer meets you. That is the time. When you pick up the phone, that is called the moment of truth. When the customer walks into UOW, that is the moment of truth. Even looking at the facade of our building is the moment of truth. That is why I find the way that we maintain the bushes, the scrubs outside our building is very well done. Very nice. It shows professionalism. It shows that we are doing, we take care of ourselves. All right, we take care. Now, the moment of truth is in customer service, instance of contact or interaction between a customer and a firm, this is you, that gives the customer an opportunity to form or change an impression about the firm. So that is the one. When I meet at the first time, I get the experience, I see it automatically, me as a customer, an opportunity to form an impression. I see, wow, very big, very nice, must be good. I gave you the Mandarin Oriental example. The building outside, wow, very good. You drive up to the lobby, people open the door, welcome, sir. Wow, I feel very grand, very good. So these are all, this is what it is. Okay, that is called the moment of truth. Do we expect the same thing? We can do in our own way. Do we expect all of us staff to stand out in the main road there and guide our customers in? No, we don't expect that. All right. However, because of the product that we have, there is certain expectation. A customer walking into UOW Malaysia KDU versus a customer, the same customer going to a shop lot institution. Shop lot institution means downstairs kopitiam, upstairs is the college one. Expectations very different, very different. When they hear our name, UOW, Australian, they look at our building, wow, there is an expectation already. Expectations are these where the customers put a certain thing that they are expected to receive. When you go to a mamak stall, you expect service to be dua. When you go to a 5-star hotel, your expectation of service will be 8/10. If you go to a mamak store and your service expectation is 2, but you get service expectation 3, a little bit better, you are called satisfied. You are happy. Whereas if you receive service level 7 in a 5-star hotel where you expect 8, 7 is higher than 3, you will be disappointed because of expectation. This is what you want. That's why people say, you buy cheap car, example lah, I'm not offending anybody. If it squeaks, quick, ini biasa lah, tak apa lah. You still happy, wow, car still very good. You buy a Lexus, and it squeaks a little bit once every 2 weeks. You bring back to the shop already. Ini mana boleh? I buy a Lexus, man. How come can squeak one? Why? Expectation. This is called expectation. Okay? All right. Yeah, Hazim, you are looking to Lexus, right? I understand. Recently, we were talking about it. Okay, the model, right? Is it? Okay, I have a Tamiya Lexus one. That Tamiya, you know Tamiya. I don't know whether you guys are the right age or not. Tamiya is basically a model Company, yes. Okay. UX. Whoo! Jehan tahu UX, pandai. Okay, very good. Now, so that is the moment of truth. So now we look at, so we know the moment of truth, customer walk in, this is what they feel, this is what they expect. Now, what about the customer buying behavior? Customer buying behavior, there's a certain set of behavior that every customer will have, you and me all the same. So the first thing we have is called problem recognition. So I'm going to use one example as called going for lunch. I'm going to use an example. Problem recognition is where our stomach starts to rumble. Crack, knock, crack, knock, crack, knock. So we identify, oi, perut sudah bising. Perut sudah bising means normally lapar lah. Lapar. So that's called problem recognition. Okay, I jump already. Actually, you can do more evaluation. It could be stomach problem, stomach ache, and so on. I'm going to say lapar. Okay, problem recognition. So first thing is we do information search. We search. What can we do? What can I do to solve my problem? Okay, so when you do information search, you look at the options that are available. I can go to 7-Eleven, buy roti. I can walk to Mamak store. I can drive to Cheetah Mall. Cheetah Mall is a mall. For those of you in Penang, Cheetah Mall is a mall 15 minutes away from us. A lot of nice place to makan one. Okay, then I can go to Subang Parade. I can go to the Mamak store. I can go to Texas and so on. This is called information search. When you search for this information, then you will list everything down and will look at pros and cons. Every item got pros and cons. Cheetah Mall having a sale at TGI Fridays, for example. Burger, RM5 only. But you put your cost involved. Monetary cost RM5. But time cost, drive there and back 45 minutes. My lunchtime 1 hour, tak boleh lah. Even though RM5. So this is called evaluation. So after information search, you do evaluation. Every single option you evaluate. You look at the 7-Eleven one. I go and buy roti. Cost very good. Only RM3, I can get 3 buns. But what is the benefit to me? You see, do I want to eat bread? Nah, even though I save money, but do I want this? That may not be what I want. So you guys are doing in your mind evaluation. Which one is the best? All right. So you decided, let's go to Texas because you evaluated it as the best. Now, then you purchase. You go to Texas after evaluating. Then you purchase. You eat Texas chicken. After you purchase, you experience it. After you experience, you have this in post-purchase evaluation. If you had a good experience, you will continue buying. If you have a bad experience, you won't buy again. Now, during the evaluation stage over here, under information, under 2 and 3 here, these two are very critical. Information search is a very, 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 very critical stage because there are many, many options. Some of us, even for lunch, when they say, hey, let's go over to Jusco. Jusco is also nearby our campus over here. Right? Eon, sorry, we call it Eon, no more Jusco. Jusco is the old name. So it's immediately we go online, we search Jusco, Shah Alam, what are the restaurants, who got sale, and so on. Correct? This is called information search. Sometimes we call and whatnot. So students make the same process. These students as customers use the same process over here when they search for colleges, universities, and so on. So they have a problem. They want knowledge. They do information search. They search so many. 487 now, right? Not? Tapi, out of the 487, there are a few that really, really stand out. Okay? If I said, who are the big boys? It comes into your mind. Lah. We have UOW, we are the biggest boy. We hope lah. Okay, then we have Taylors, we have Sunway, we have Nilai, we have Segi, dan lain lagi, DLL lah, so many in the market. Okay, so that's information search. So when the customer searches for information, it is important for them to know where to search for information, how to search, and how easy to get the information. So look at our web page. I actually quite like our web page. Very simple programs, so on. All right. Sometimes when I go to other web pages like Taylor's one, which sometimes I go there and see what they're doing, can be quite difficult to find information. Ours can be easy. The only gripe I have, my feedback, don't be angry, marketing people, is sometimes when I click on the program, it goes down to like, let's say School of Social Science, and then the program, and then there are these little zeros over there, UG, I can't remember, is it UG or Penang or whatever. If I'm an external person, I do not know to click there because it's so small. I still remember the first few times, the little circles there on the campus, you know. So I'm searching, where is the information? Where is the information? Okay. So information search, we want to make it as easy for them as possible. Why? Because today's market, they get irritated very fast. They go in, they cannot find, 1, 2, 3, they will leave. Their concentration span is very low, and the way that they perceive things to be immediate is very, that is what they want. Okay, so information search is critical. So when they call us, they are searching for information. So we have to make sure that we are giving them the correct, precise information. Only then can they evaluate. And during the evaluation stage, it could be they come in. Okay, so guys, look at this. Every 100 calls that we get, we want to convert, not immediate sales. We want to convert them from inquiries to come in 30%. Let's say if you can do 30%. What can you tell me what is the average statistics now? Every 100 calls or emails, how many actually come in? Come in, not sign up. Sign up, different story. Come in. So that one we need to know. That is very important. So if currently our bring in or pull in rate is 20%, we want to make it 25 to 30%, because that number is the one that will determine how many conversion. Because if our conversion numbers is 20%, 20 come in, 20% is 4. 30 come in, 20% is 6. Okay, this is what it is now. A lot of people even coming to visit us, they come and see this is called shopping, window shopping, because there are a lot of competitors. They are visiting different places. But when they walk in, that means you guys are already shortlisted. Okay, there is potential there. Why is it shortlisted? Because under information search, they have or they got the correct, precise information. You see, so that is how important is it. Because if they don't walk in, there will be no purchase at all, no chance of converting. If they don't continue that conversation with you online, there will be no continuation, no purchase at all. All right. Yes, 50% chance already if walk in, correct? Because they already inquired, they come in, they are already high chance they want to sign up already. Yes. Okay. So we want to bring in the numbers to come and start walking in. So every 100, how many can we get them just to walk in back or inquire further? That is the ratio we need to push up. That is the ratio. And how do we do that? That is the one is our service that we give to the prospective customer. Understand, guys? Following? Good? Comprende? Good. All right. Good. Now, is the customer always right? No, the customer, when you answer calls, the customer is not always right. However, the customer is the customer and must be treated with respect. All right. All right. So customer is always the customer and they must be treated with respect. Sometimes the customer on the phone can be irritated. Normal lah. We all also irritated sometimes, right? Okay lah. I'm also guilty. I have my share of sometimes raising my voice when I call the banks. All right. Sometimes, okay. Sometimes, okay, but we learn from our mistakes. And when you do that, you learn from how they approach, how they answer, and you learn from them also. Okay. Now, so when we look into the telephone etiquette aspect over here, we can easily divide it into two key prongs. We have the external customer and we have the internal customer. All right. So we have the external customer calls from outside the organization, and we have internal calls from within the organization. Within the organization. So sometimes department to department and so on. These are called within. External are from outside lah. All right. Now, first thing, all of us, those of us who got phones next to us, those of us whose role very much on answering or meeting clients, these are certain key tools that you should have. Number one, phone extension sheet. I know our system we have, I give you an example. Current signature, all of you signatures, you know, all of your names, you got a signature at the bottom, and the signature got your phone number, and the last 4 digit is normally your extension. Like mine is 0530. I just want to check 0530. That's my extension. However, it is not accurate. Our college colleagues still have the 037 something, you know. So sometimes when I want to call Raj, what I normally do is I always check his emails that he sent me. I look at his signature, but his signature is wrong. Okay, so how do we expect to channel in case external call comes in? It could be a mistake. A big client wants to speak to Raj. I get the calls comes to me. I want to transfer to him, but I can't find his extension. So always have phone extension sheet. That is what it is. For us, in the system, there is one. I hope it is updated. We need to make sure we have that. One. Number two, notepad. Notepad and pen. Okay. At times, you may need to take down notes. Hello, I'm trying to collect so and so. I'm trying to call my son very urgently. It's been very difficult to get him. Can you please help me to send a message? He's in class now. Call daddy back. Call daddy back. It could be urgent. Huh? You guys never use your memory as the only form of notepad. Huh? It doesn't work one. Many a times you may think, I will remember, I'll remember. Somebody call you, what's for lunch? Then you talk. Forgot. Normal. We are normal human beings. So we need to take note. John, School of Business, diploma. Call that back urgent. So you know, diploma, School of Business, you can channel the information to School of Business. Over there, Dr. Brian, or maybe one of the PLs or ADH and so on. Adrian, parent of so and so call, this is urgent, needs the boy to call home back now. Maybe the boy very good, go to class, switch off phone. We always tell students, switch off your phone. So this boy switch off the phone. Okay, very good. Forgot to on. So at least the PL will know where to go, how to contact the student. Guys, as I remember, I tell you, a problem, urgency is different for all of us. We may think it is not urgent. For them, it could be life and death. Okay? Pen. Okay, normal lah. Pencil lah. For me, I always use pencil lah. All right, so pen or pencil, very important. And knowledge of the day, weeks, events. What is happening? What is happening is very important. Let me tell you. Okay, what is the event that is happening today? Especially those who are the frontliners. You need to know. Like in hotel school, the receptionist must know. Example, what event is happening today? Okay. I give you an example. I mean, this is something I know because later I'm having an event in hotel school there where the our Ramsey colleagues are joining us today. So there's a lunch for them. So we're supposed to mingle with them. Okay, so the hotel school should know because who knows, these Ramsey teachers may come down first time they're visiting the campus. They go to the hotel school because it's the main school over there and they ask, I'm supposed to have a lunch here. Can you tell me where is it? And what happened is somebody there said, no, there's no such thing as a lunch here today. Oh my God. Or maybe a call in. You see? Oh my God. So this is where it is important for us to have the knowledge of the days or the week's events. External customers, clients may call in to inquire about that or because they are involved with it, especially when we do external examination. Now, this is very important. Students doing ACCA exam or A-level exam. External student have not been here before, never been here before, first time because we are an examination center. There are many UOWs. It could be Penang, it could be Georgetown, it could be Batu Kawan, it could be here, it could be some even still think that the Damansara Jaya campus is still there. If you pass by, you still see the big logo. So they're not sure. So they may call, I'm having an exam tomorrow morning, or maybe today at 11 o'clock, and it's 9 o'clock now, and just check, is this the venue? Because it's just written there, UOW Malaysia KDU. So you have to know. Because if wrong answer over there can be very detrimental to the student. Okay, can be very detrimental to the student. This is it, the must-have tools. Okay, and I've told my participants before how when I was working in the hotel many years ago, I was so embarrassed because I screwed up on this. Okay, I screwed up on this badly. Okay, I was working in the front office and morning shift 7 o'clock. So when I came in, the briefing wasn't very clear so I think that was missed out. Customer came in later at 10 o'clock telling me that I would like to check in. I would like to get a room at this special promotion. And the special promotion I never heard before. I told the guest, I'm sorry, sir, I think you got the wrong hotel because we don't have that promotion over here. And the customer said, God, we got this, you got this promotion over here. I just saw it in the newspaper. Then in my mind, I was telling this joker over here, telling me what promotion I have. So I said, I'm sorry, sir, I think you made a mistake. It could be the other branch just down the road. We have another hotel down there. Then the guy took out the Star newspaper. All right, sure. There, look at this promotion. All board, full board means breakfast, lunch, and dinner and room. God, when hotels occupancy low, we used to give that. See, full board for this price of 450. I was like, oh my God, such an embarrassment. Why? This problem. So from now on, I will never make this mistake already. Knowledge of the day, weeks, events. You have to know. Okay, because it gives an impression to the customer whether this joker knows what he's doing or not. Okay, so that is very important. All right. We also say, because our campus, how many of you read corporate communication? I need to be honest. I read, but sometimes there's so many, sometimes you just tend to miss a little bit. But I need to make it a point to know it better, to read it more thoroughly, because there are so many events that are happening on campus. See so many events, and it will impact us when somebody asks us, ada ke ini? Bila? Tak tahu. That is a wrong image lah. Okay. And knowledge of your product, this is critical. So your own product, your own product. So like example, schools, example, like for us, we need to know what kind of product we have. We need to know what kind of courses we have, and so on. So this is very, very important. Okay. Now, answering call. Answering calls, basically, there are a few key aspects over here. This is the run through. So we normally have greet, listen, comprehend, process, decision, and action, and conclude. So you normally greet the customer, then you listen to what they want. Then you comprehend in your brain, ting, 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 and you process. You understand what they want. You make a decision and you do action. You tell the customer, okay, this is what I will do. Then you conclude. Okay, so this is how the process is. Key actions, take notes, explain the next course of actions, repeat the summary of conversation, and thank the caller. Always remember, take notes, explain, okay, ma'am, this is what I will do. I will send your message to Dr. Brian. He's having class at the moment. His line is busy. I will send this message to Dr. Brian, and the message states that please call Dr. Lim of UITM pertaining to the research project. This is what you will do. Then you thank you very much, Dr. Lim, for calling. Then immediately you take action. Send this, write an email to Dr. Brian or something like that. Okay, so this is the whole system. Okay, now greet, external calls. Generally, this is not fixed in stone. You all in marketing and so on will have your own process, but this is what we can normally do. Greet, good morning. Identify organization, UOW, KDU, University College, and sorry, this should be Glen Marie. It disappeared. Must say Glen Marie or Selangor. Please, if it is external. Customers may accidentally want to call Penang but call Selangor. It has happened before. All right, it has happened. So we need to state that. Identify speaker, Gabriel speaking. How may I help you? Okay. Now, this is the general key process. You need to identify your institution and the location of your institution, because there are many of the similar institutions or the same name under us. We got Batu Kawan, we got Georgetown, we got college. Now we even have two colleges. We have UOW Malaysia KDU College. We have UOW Malaysia College. Yes, for those of you, some of you, is this the first time you're hearing? Well, there's two. All right, so we have KDU College and we have just college. So it can be a little bit confusing. So it's important for us to actually state. Okay. Internal calls, greet, identify, School of Business, John speaking. How may I help you? Now, why internal calls also we need? We, in our phone, there has this identification, but always take note when somebody transfer the line to you. Let's say Gauri transfers an external line to me. She puts external line. Normally, she will say, hey, Gabe, there's an external line for you. accept, I say yes, then she'll put down, then I will take. But sometimes due to she very being busy, she may just send, and I see the line. So when I see Gauri, I do not want to, hey Gauri, how are you, man? It could be the external line. All right. So because it doesn't identify over there, it still shows the name. Okay, or receptionist. All right. So in between us, so if I'm to transfer to Jihan, she sees my name coming out there. It could be an external line because it's somebody externally transferring. Best practice should always be we get that person to pick up first before we release the line. Pick up first before we release the line. So we give that person heads up. Hey, Jehan, there's this call from so and so. Can you, is for you. Thank you. At least she knows. Okay. So basic phone etiquette over here. Here I will not run through so much here. So it's basically like when making a request, asking for something, of course, please say use, please use, please, thank you very much. And then when asking clarification during a telephone conversation, please use things such as that. Could you repeat that, please? Could you speak a little slower, please? It is okay. Sometimes, especially names, don't misspell names. Certain names are difficult, so you may want to make it clear. And if you are not sure, don't guess. Make sure you ask them. Can you please spell that out? Okay. Then if you can't hear, I'm afraid the line is quite bad. Repeat something. Can I call you back? And so on. All right. And then it goes on. And finally, when saying goodbye, thank you for calling. Have a good day. Goodbye. All right. You have to have a start and have an end. Okay. Always make sure that whatever you are planning to do and so on, you repeat to the customer. Sir, this is what I'm going to do. This is your message to who, to who, to who. This is what I will do. Put down, take action. Put down, take action. That is why the notes are very important, because if it is very busy, you may want to put the notes there for future action. Okay, because you take notes already, then another call come in, you take the second call. Don't forget to follow up. That is very important. Following up is critical because you already janji the customer. And don't forget, you may be picking up calls. The customer is anxious, kanchiong, very nervous, waiting for a call back, especially if it's something to do with get my son to call me back kind of thing. See, so we need to understand those things. So action after the call. I put critical, very critical. Take action on what was stated. Follow up as needed. Okay, we need to take action and then we need to follow up and when it is needed itself. Okay, because once you already have that, the anxiety of the customer is already there. So you want to make sure that they know. Okay, they are well taken care of, that whatever you say you will do, it is done in a proper manner. Okay? So when receiving calls, now preferably, I understand 3 rings. Okay, 3 rings. 3 rings is normal practice. Certain institutions can even push it to 4, but it should be in that aspect over there. Okay. The reason is because we want to tell the customer that they are taken care of. Customers, see, today's customers, they are anxious. They don't like the direct communication aspect. So when they call, they are already a little bit worried. No, what am I going to say? How am I going to ask about program, especially the young? So when they hear 4 times, put down, okay, all right. Actually, they are worried to speak. They're actually worried to speak. Let me tell you that. Okay, so what we want them to do is we want to make sure that we are able to speak to them, because you guys are professionals. You guys are able to convince them. You guys will be able to lessen their anxiety. That is why 3, 4 rings. And many of our calls, when you reach a certain duration, it cuts off and it goes to message. And many students don't leave a message. They don't. All right. For them, that's it. That's it. All right. Instant gratification culture. All right. So that's it. So we may have lost a customer over there. Now, this is not easy. If you are a receptionist alone or you are in your own school, you are answering a call and suddenly another call comes in. How? I think our system allows it to be in such that you can actually pick, you can say, excuse me, sir, please hold on for a short while. Pick up the next call, tell that customer certain key details, what is it, and so on, and then tell the customer your action, go back to the first call and whatnot. There is a requirement for you to be able to do juggling, okay, the juggling act. all right, which is very important. Okay? I believe over here, if I'm not wrong, guys, correct me, my marketing colleagues, if there is the main line, if the main line is busy, does it hit to somebody else inside the marketing department? Or will it only go to that line? Let's say our main line is busy. When the next call comes in, does it go to another department? Sorry, does it go to another marketing staff or somewhere at the back to pick up? Any idea? Guys, I think that is something very important for us to know, because those are our leads, our potential. If we ourselves do not know, and it is actually going to one particular line, and nobody is picking that up, OMG. All right, it's really OMG lah. Oh my God. So I think that is very important for us to know. Main line comes in, busy. Does it hit? Does it go to a separate line or so on? And if it is, there must be another person that can do their work over there, but there must be another person over there to be able to pick up these calls. Okay? Something for you to think about. Okay, dealing with angry customers. At times, you are going to deal with angry customers. It could be students, it could be parents. Now, this is not personal. Always remember, the customers are angry due to something that has happened to the system. Okay, it is an institutional issue or a system issue, and it is not issue with you. But because customers are in a way, we humans can get emotional, so sometimes customers will just blow up. Okay, and when that happens, sometimes when we are being shouted at, we tend to be angry also. It is normal human reaction, but do not take it personally. It is with the system. So we sometimes need to do the count back also lah. Control. And always remember, before you say anything, think first. When come out, cannot take back in really. Sometimes you're so angry that you want to raise your voice. Count back. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3. Slowly, and then after that, relax. Okay. If you make a mistake and you say something wrong, you raise your voice, you start shouting or whatever, you cannot take it back. All right, that is where it is. Do I think that Will Smith feels regretful today? I believe so. But at that time when he did it, he was under emotional stress. When somebody targets the person that you love, emotion takes over your decision. And when that happened, he felt gratified. But after that, he may think now the consequences can be very, very serious. Okay? I'm not taking any sides. I'm just saying how it is. Could he have counted 1 to 10 or 1 to 3 first before he made that decision? Okay? Human behavior. Same thing, dealing with angry customers. He was an angry customer. All right? Okay? Come on, guys. All of us experience the same thing. We sometimes we are just, in a way, fed up with certain things that have been said by students, by customers, and so on. Normal. But we need to think of our action. Correct, right? Correct, right? Okay. What do you think? Right? Okay. So 5 ways of dealing with an angry customer. If you have an angry customer with you, reassure the customer. I'm just going to run through here a little bit here. You want to reassure the customer, okay, sir, I'm listening. We are considering all of those aspects that you have said, and we will get back to you. Customers angry, normal. We need to understand why they are angry. They're not angry at you, so we need to reassure. But when you reassure, you need to make sure action is taken. Action needs to be taken with the correct individuals. All right, individuals that have the power to make the decision itself. Okay, because sometimes they will just raise their voice on things pertaining to the course. Your lecturer, morning class, never come on, this and that. Every time my son goes there, tells me class cancel. It's not your fault, right? Not you, institutional. So you have to tell them, okay, sir, this is what I'll do. This issue, I will then channel it to so and so from the business school. Always remember, program leaders, ADHs, don't go straight to the lecturer. Maybe you go to the person of authority. Tell them this issue, let them then take charge out of it. Okay, and if you can, you put a note. Okay, over maybe a week or two, is okay for you. You are the frontliner. It's okay for you to follow up with the school. John, did you manage to speak to Mr. Lim? Is he settled? Settled. Good, settled. All right. It is good for you to follow up. I know as you all in the front line, sometimes you got too many complaints, right? Not too many issues, you cannot remember. But my advice is to have that. Because sometimes the schools also, they have a lot of things. They may miss out. They may miss out. And you don't want to miss out, especially you already janji with the parent, the school is going to call you back or will settle this issue, and you want to make sure that it's done. If not, the parent will be even more aggravated. Okay? Show empathy, all right? Show empathy. Empathy is important. Understand. Show you want to make sure that you don't take it as trivial. Result. Yeah, no need lah. Result slow lah. Not out yet. Not end of the semester. Why you need to know all these things? These fees. Yeah, fees no need to worry lah. You only need to pay in 1 month time. Why you need to know now? Habis. As I told you, student may have different aspect. Value of 1,000 for different people got different value. As I sometimes people ask me, what is the general concept of value and the aspect of wealth? So I can tell them, I know people who drive their car worth 3 times more than my house. 1.5 million, 1.6 million cars, and that is nothing. 1.5 million cars are now, if you're looking at those premium cars, they are that prices. And that is like 3-4 times the value of my house, and that's the car. You see, so we cannot say that fees only lah. No. Different people, have different. 5 ringgit one person big, 5 ringgit one person nothing. Okay, results one person important, results one person not important. Fees one person very important. They need to know, they need to find the money. Fees another person not important. Keep it factual, don't be personal. Factual, straight to the point. If there's anything, we talk the system. We speak that way. No need to tell grandfather story. Oh yeah, I know how you feel. Last time I also the same thing when I was studying in another college. They never give me the results fast enough. So I also feel the way. No need. Factual, straight to the point, professional. Add personality, yes. It's important to add some person, don't be just a robot. Okay, sir, this is that. No, some personality into it is also very important. All right, be human. Understand what they're feeling. Works very well with empathy. All right, understand what they're feeling, and from there be able to give them suggestions and give them avenues and what you are willing to do. Okay, and offer solutions. This is what I will do. All right, this is what I will look into. This is how I will do it, and then do it. All right, certain of the things that require to be done, most of the time it is not you. It is not you. Now, if it is something very simple and you can do, you do lah. If let's say you are the school receptionist, okay, or the school admin head or something. I'm using the word general term. Prospective student call. I would like to know the course syllabus of this and that. Okay. Normally, anything to do with academic, you will give your PL. But this is just the link to our website, for example. You already have the student's email. Do you need to pass to your email? Do you need to pass to the PL? No need, you can do. This kind of information is really open information. Then I would suggest you do it. No problem. You just have to send to the student, Dear John, thank you for calling earlier. Below is the link to the programs in the School of Business. If you have further inquiries, please feel free to contact me. Have a good day. Sayonara. Very nice. Straightforward. We need to understand, not everything needs to be channeled to program leaders and whatnot. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. Because this is called augmented service. You channel to PL. PL may be busy. PLs are very busy, let me tell you. They need to handle student complaints, students' results, students' registration, and this and that, and so on. PL may only reply tomorrow. Remember, under information search, this student is searching not only UOW, but also searching Taylor, Sunway, and so on. Sunway and Taylor's already sent information. Students see, wow, very interesting. Already start looking into it as their main choice. Already make appointment with the school to say that tomorrow I will go and visit. you already lost a customer. You already lost. Why? You wait one day. You already wait one day. The next day, the PL send, the student receive, tomorrow I'm busy, my open day. I'm ready janji to go to Sunway and Taylor's. Because most of our open days are at the same time, weekends. Okay, so I already janji to go Sunway and Taylor's with the marketing people. So UOW, put aside first lah. And I tell you, put aside first means sayonara. That's it, finish, gone. No opportunity for sales. Understand? So what you can, you do. What you cannot, don't guess. Never guess. I think it is correct lah that you can get exemption. Oh, jangan never tell student things which you do not know. Students say, hey, I am from Taylor's, I did diploma. I already did hotel school diploma. I have these subjects here. When I go and do degree, can I get exemption or not? Or can I get credit transfer? CT, credit transfer, even worse. I think you can lah. So this should be good. Yeah. What you do very similar. Don't guess. Things which are not in your field over there, it is proper and correct for you to say, let me then channel this to the respective individuals and say, this person will get back to you. Give them a time frame, maybe in a day, say a day or two. All right. Now, in your school, I would suggest, this is something I will also be very happy to speak with all the heads. You all must have a basic operating, standard operating procedure. Enquiries come in, how many days you need to channel out. Most of our inquiries that we have the process. However, it is formal complaints. What about inquiries on the phone? There should be a standard. It cannot mean, yes, my PL will answer in 2 months' time or in 2 weeks' time. Then that's ridiculous. All right, you will definitely lose the customer. So there must be things which are technical in nature, like credit transfer. It is very sensitive because there is a lot of analysis and also evaluation of course syllabus and grades that are required to be done before a yes or a no is said. Those kind of things, if you cannot answer, don't answer, pass to the respective individuals. Okay, good. So findings, at the end of the day, this is the end of the day already. See, June, 1.5 hours. Effective telephone etiquette is critical for business sustenance. Very important. When we talk about telephone etiquette, it is critical. It is at the end of the day, this is our bread and butter. And I want to say, as I told you already, the augmentation of the product, all of you here are as, even more important to the bottom line than any senior managers. I'm just being very frank. They don't like me, it's their problem. I'm saying that. No point having senior managers, head of schools, and so on if no student. No point. Bringing in students is critical. Put in your mind, products all the same, all our competitors. The differentiating factor is you. You guys are the one that makes it unique. You guys are the one. If you can bring in, based on your conversation, you can bring in one student for degree, it's on an average 80,000, no? 80,000 for that degree. That means 27,000 per year. That is your contribution to the bottom line already. Okay? So that is how important it is. You do never ever say, yeah, I'm just a small chiku lah. All of you are a cog. It means a gear in a machine. You take away one, everything will collapse. Marketing stuff, I've spoken to you about it during the last workshop. And I want to stress again. Okay, stress. All of you are very important over there, especially this aspect. Okay, bringing in the customers. The person answering the phone is the organization, second part. The one that answers every time you pick up the phone, you are UOW Malaysia KDU. You are UOW Malaysia KDU, not anybody else. Whatever you say or you don't say will make or break the conversation. 2. 3, the importance of the moment of truth when answering phone call. That moment of truth when a customer calls you, when you answer that time, that moment of truth is critical. You make it, customer will say, thank you. Can I make an appointment to come in tomorrow? Sure, no problem. Come in. So you need to know whether tomorrow who's on duty or whatever. No problem. Mr. Lim, can I get your number down? What I will do is I'll set an appointment with you with so and so of my marketing staff. Something like that. You see, immediately got chance already. And of course, at the end of the day, when we deal with all of this, at times you will deal with difficult customers. And that is the norm. It is part of answering phone calls, part of the front line. When we were working in a hotel, it is not uncommon for customers to bang the table. Ah, why is it raining? You can look at the customer, sir, I'll look into it. They just want to hear you out. What can I do? What can I do? Rain is rain, ma. But customers are angry. Why come here 3 days, 4 days? You're supposed to be, the place to be, and it's raining every day. I cannot go out. So say, sir, I'll look into it. Sometimes they just want to hear, or sometimes you just have to in a way, chat with them and understand and feel for them and give them options. When I was in a hotel 30 years ago, not so much option. Today got more option, more things to do. Last time, if you can't go to Bukit Bintang and so on, there's nothing much to go. You see, last time got no Grab, a bit susah. But today got so much more options. Same thing with your customers today. Today, in your repertoire of equipment and methods, there's so many ways that you can use to, in a way, convince the customer that to come and join us. Okay, all right. Are you guys following? Ken? Okay. Show of hands. Okay. Yes, good. So that is how critical the telephone is. The telephone etiquette is the way that we approach telephone conversations will be. Right? Yes, we did it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate your time that you have spent with me. I know you know me lah. I can go on one, and I've actually did not give you a break, so I apologize on that. But earlier on, when I wanted to give you a break, I saw it's already 11 o'clock, so it was already past the mid break. Okay, so I hope that it has been an eye opener and also been fruitful to you. Please practice all of this. All of us play a very, very critical role in ensuring the success of our organization. And there's nobody that plays a small role, one fella bigger, and so no. All the roles are based on their responsibilities. All right. So when you have vice chancellors and deputy vice chancellors, what are their responsibilities? They look at it in a different aspect. But if something when you answer the call that fails, whatever they do will be useless, totally useless itself. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you very much for this afternoon. The continuation of email etiquette. It's a very interesting session. I've actually gone through with Shalini numerous times, and I find it will be very, very fruitful. It will start at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Come back to this same link. You all can go for break. This link will not be closed. Hazim will maintain this link open. So just come back to this link and we will continue then. All right. So thank you. Bye. Bye, all of you. Thank you very much. Yes. Have a very good weekend. It's a beautiful Friday. It's very, very bright. And thank you very much. Yay.